Hi, I'm Rob Hanrahan. Welcome to the Recovery Centers of America YouTube channel. Please like and subscribe, and remember, turn on the notifications so you won't miss our latest videos. Welcome to our podcast, Roar, where we talk all things on mental well-being and living healthy lives. And I'm so happy to have with me Cut Connie frontman, Adam Weiner. Adam, thank you for being here with us.
Yo, Rob, happy to be here.
Really appreciate it. If you're not familiar, Cut Connie is a Philadelphia-based band. You've been from around here. And you've actually been with this band since the very beginning. How did it all start? It started with a jam session, didn't it?
Yeah, it was like a happy accident. I was a teacher for many years. I had a lot of jobs. I worked retail. I was I was the worst secretary that you ever had. Like, I worked as a secretary until I got fired. I had so many jobs, and I played music on the weekends and the summers, and I was pretty sure that my music career was like never going to happen. So before I took this big teaching job in New York City, I thought this summer, before I start the gig, I'm going to go to Florida and make one little fun time little record just for fun. I was going to do a split EP with my friend Danny, and it was just for fun. It was supposed to be 2 of my songs, 2 of his songs, and just like a little like weekend. And it turned into an 11-song record that we did in 3 days, and that turned into the first Cut Connie album. And with very little, preparation or planning, it just kind of blew up organically.
What was the title of that album?
Get Out the Lotion.
Right. Tell me where that comes from.
Oh, man. And it's just Neil, who was the producer and a guitar player of the first album, very dear friend of mine. When when we heard the playback of Rio, my first big song, he said to us all, "Boys, get out the lotion. Sounds amazing."
That's awesome.
And that was, there wasn't a lot of thought put into anything,
There was some discussion in the early days, wasn't there, about exactly what you would name the band?
Yeah, one guy wanted to call it the Connies, and one guy wanted to call it the Low Cut. And I had a very short window of time to figure out what I was going to draw on the front cover of this little CD we were making when people did CDs. So I said, both of those names were taken. So I said, just put them together, Low Cut Connie. And everybody said, what does that mean? I said, I have no idea, but it sounds fine. And I wish it was a better story, but...
That's a great story because it works.
We put it on the cover. And I had this drawing that I had done of a New Jersey diner waitress.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about that because this brings you into the art field as well as the music field, as well as being a teacher.
Yeah,
and
I used to draw, and I had this drawing of a middle-aged, very saucy New Jersey diner waitress, which I grew up in New Jersey, and diners, that's the thing we do well. And these waitresses that I would go to these diners, they're always got a little bit of an attitude, but very sweet, And so I did this drawing of this waitress from a diner who just had this certain rough around the edges quality, but a joy for life in her eyes, if you could tell that on the weekends she enjoys herself. And I put LCC on her diner uniform, Cut Connie, and that was the cover of the first album. So now
I think that's amazing.
Now I travel the world, and people come up to the shows, and they've got pins and T-shirts of this drawing that I did.
Did you ever think it would go that far?
Oh, no, never.
How do you feel about that first album now?
I love it because, and we just finally did the anniversary vinyl edition.
I saw that.
It was such a joyful time when we made that album.
That's available on your website, am I right?
Yeah, of course. And I just have nothing but good memories of making that album. It was just for fun. It was just on a lark. It was just a bunch of people having fun and playing rock and roll to entertain ourselves and each other. And the fact that there's millions of people who have heard these songs and cherished them, and that it has brought me a career, I never, ever would have dreamed that would happen.
If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Don't forget to turn on the notifications to see our latest videos. And remember, help is available 24/7 at 1-800-RECOVERY.